Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one! In the air. Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those rooms. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
You're open!
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flour.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry, I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are...
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7... Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon Sugar Frosted Slime now comes in a beautiful packet. Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be... Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust...
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ming.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
The key here is consumer psychology.
While the Millelith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyen Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you...
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time,
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. That day at Yujing Terrace, it was... But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our...
Who's this enemy you're talking?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when...
Ooh, isn't this that?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to... But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feel. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Chisi, but after she said those words, the time of the Adepta, well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the... I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for...
It's exactly as Zhongli said. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
It's all right. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! Just imagine. How much more Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there. La 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 la. Let's see. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of permission, something, something, fatuit. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure. This piece of paper shows that a Chising spy discovered traces of... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief, but research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're... Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still... Oh. Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we... That's way out of Paimon's league. Anyway, we'll see if you're on this. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihuamar,